Live from LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. It's Revening's Whiskey Wednesday. Welcome to Whiskey Wednesday, Revenue Party people. What's up, Katie Pinner, Topher, Lydia? Great to see everybody in the audience. Please say hello if you are watching. Tom Slocum, so happy to see you. It is Wednesday already. Can you believe it? It's like, I feel like it's only Tuesday, but thank you to our veterans and everyone who has served our country and made the ultimate sacrifice to allow us to have Memorial Day. I was grateful to have Monday off, very grateful because I haven't been feeling well. But I just want to thank all veterans out there. Can we get a shout out for veterans? Hashtag veterans. Thank you. And my dad is a veteran. He served in the Army, and I know that we have a veteran on the show tonight, Grayson. So big thanks to him as well. Can't wait to bring on our guests. So to do so, let's hop into it. We've got some hot topics tonight. You saw them in the video, so I'm not going to read them off. We've got intermission with 2 ads, prizes, Guru of the Week, and the after party only an hour after the show. Please start plugging away to win some prizes. And of course, if you ever like what I'm wearing, obviously not tonight because I'm sporting my Proposify sweatshirt, tag Proposify to win prize 3 and get this swag pack. But for free Le Tote, so you can see my pink suit. And usually like when I dress up all to the nines, I'm wearing something from Le Tote. I love technology. So I get my clothes curated on an app. And so they will curate clothes to me based on style and size. And I can purchase, designer things with a huge discount if I end up liking it. Otherwise, I just get to wear it once and send it back. So it works for me, someone who likes to dress up, for Whiskey Wednesday every week. I know a lot of news anchors use it as well, but it's hard to be a woman in an office and always having to dress casual or business casual. And so what does that mean for us? And this has just been my way to figure that out. I would love it if you guys would sign up for the newsletter. I didn't send it out tonight just because I, needed a break. Like I said, wasn't feeling well. Would love a tip. If you are around, be sure to scan the tip jar. Help us out. We've got Erica back in the background helping us with the comments. Thank you so much to Erica. We've got TaskMinions who are on board helping now too, as well as Vishesh. More details on him. If anyone knows Vishesh, go ahead and tag him in the comments. He's from the SYC. And so he's been helping with automation. So trying to make Whiskey Wednesday bigger so we can continue to give and give more, because that's what it's all about. Makes me so happy to be able to give prizes to people, help people find jobs, which, speaking of, a lot of people are looking for work. So if you know of a job, please put it in the comments. If you're looking for work, no shame, put it in the comments. A lot of people are. We want to support you. There's a lot of people who watch this on Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. So put yourself out there. Let us know. We know that you're talented. But if you put hashtag data, you're going to be entering to win 1,000 B2B data credits from Dataghost. 1 year Lavender Pro. This is a really awesome one. It's an AI tool. AI is all the buzz right now, of course. But this is one of those ones. I mean, I can't remember when they started, but maybe like I remember hearing of them, I feel like in 2017. And so they've been around a while, just getting better and better and better. And it's a tool that will help you send your sales emails. So yeah, everyone, you need to be starting to use artificial intelligence if you're not already. But also TaskMinions, their partner now, as I mentioned them earlier, they're helping with Whiskey Wednesday, and they're giving away a prize as well. So hashtag cold calling, you get 30 minutes cold call coaching with Tom Slocum. Go ahead and tag Tom Slocum and give him some love. Thank you, Tom Slocum, for this cold call coaching. If you've ever received cold call coaching from him, please share some love in the comments. Headset Advisor, I love their headsets, and they're giving one away again. So grateful for them. And I'm extra grateful for them tonight. And of course, you know why? Because you saw in the intro video, Brandy's here. And Brandy has been in LinkedIn jail. So she's got a message for you. She'll be sharing here on Whiskey Wednesday. And Proposify tagged that for the swag pack. And Whiskey Wednesday for Grove Cookie Company. I didn't want to go too fast over Proposify because I want to talk about them later, but I got to send another proposal today. And I just love it so much. It allows me to see when people can see my proposals, and it allows me to be creative and drag and drop different components. So thank you, Proposify, for making tonight possible. I love to be able to have Whiskey Wednesday, to be able to give away prizes and, share the goodness of software and swag with everybody. So thank you, Proposify, for making this possible and for helping me send my proposals and run a business. And Grayson's coming on tonight. So of course he's giving away cookies, and I couldn't be more grateful to give away half a dozen of those here to a lucky winner who puts in hashtag Whiskey Wednesday. So without further ado, let me bring in tonight's co-host and introduce her. But first, I'm going to pull myself out because I am not in LinkedIn jail.
Hello, hello. Well, everyone, I have been in LinkedIn jail since Friday. I do want you to know, if you thought I defriended you, I have not. I am just incognito right now until I get out. But I have missed you all, and I look forward to reconnecting once I'm back in and ready to do some posts. I've actually been writing a few posts, so I'm ready.
I'm in jail with you now. I hope that doesn't happen for
I
having
love
you
the jail.
on. But I know you're a human, Brandy, and I know that this has really put you in a, weird position. So I wanted to give you an opportunity to share with the audience, how they can reach you while you are out. And I didn't catch, did you share your email with everyone?
No, so if you want to get a hold of me, my email is very simple, Brandy, BRANDY, at headsetadvisor.com. Anyone can feel free to email me. Until then, I just want you guys to know I can't wait to get back on and to find out why I'm in jail, because I have no idea. And hopefully by the end of this week, I'll know.
Yeah, I hope so too. Well, thank you for coming on and supporting me. As I mentioned, I haven't been feeling well. So I invited Brandy on because she puts a lot of energy into my life. She's very fun. And of course, she works at Headset Advisor. So that's also cool. Headset Advisor, they give away headsets every week. And I'm so grateful for that, Brandy. Can you please share a minute
Yeah.
and just talk about the headsets that you guys give away for us?
Yeah, so I'm wearing the D722U. It is the headset currently that we are giving away. great noise canceling. It has a great microphone boom, great for cold calling. So you guys always have an opportunity to win it. You guys can always message us if you're wanting to purchase one. You know the email to get a hold of me or Drew Merritt as well. But it's one of the greatest places to work. So I highly recommend. We have a lot of fun at work. We love talking about headsets, and we will hook you up and make sure you get exactly what you need. Oh, you're muted. Jesse, you're muted.
You
Oh, there
love
you
your
are.
job. I'm muted again. Yeah, sorry about that. I'm not going to mute, but there was my husband's getting the kids to sleep, and so I didn't want it to interrupt you. But anyway, so yeah, what I was saying is Headset Advisor is just so awesome, and I love culture. Culture is so important. And that's what makes me feel so grateful to be able to give away Headset Advisor headsets is not only are they giving away a really great product, but just hearing from Brandy and getting to know Drew, the culture there permeates. And it just makes me feel really grateful to be able to share what Headset Advisor is doing. So thank you, Brandy, for being here and supporting me.
Yes, I cheerlead this company really hard because I walk in every single day, and it's like the best part of my day is to walk in. Everyone's excited to be there. I laugh more than I have ever laughed before at any job, and I've worked in many different jobs. So it's a blessing. They are great to work with. They're great to work for and alongside. Absolutely.
I love that. So if everybody could just go ahead and give Headset Advisor some love at Headset Advisor or hashtag culture. Man, hashtag culture, because culture is really everything. It's even in the data world, data culture, hashtag data culture is huge on LinkedIn if you follow that one. But culture really helps you see whether a company is going to do well, in my opinion, or not. Just based on what I've seen, because if you have that synergy, you're able to build and grow together faster. And so that just makes me super happy for you, Brandy. And obviously, I'm grateful as well to be able to share in that. But without further ado, let's go ahead and bring in our guests. And tonight we have a YouTube and Twitter person who, usually we bring on LinkedIn people, but I've been trying to go multi-channel. And we'll be talking a little bit about the importance of multi-channel, right, Brandy? Because
we definitely need to expand.
Exactly. So we've got Jacob Gooden with us. Hi, Jacob.
Hey, guys. So happy to be on.
And wow, we have the cookie guy, Grayson. Thank
Hello.
you so much for joining.
Hello.
Okay.
Thanks for having us.
Oh, of course. You guys know the drill. We do 2 minutes per guest, and I want you to just give us your spiel, sell to us. This is your chance. We're not going to be selling to the audience any other time, but we want to hear your story. What's your founder's story? Where did you come from? But also, why are you doing what you're doing? And where can we find it and get it? So let's go ahead and start with you, Jacob.
Well, my name is Jacob Gooden, and I really fell into podcasting and YouTubing and all that stuff. In 2019, I was working a dead-end job at a restaurant, and I absolutely hated my life. And I landed an internship as a social media manager for a podcast in San Diego called Hustle and Flowchart. And from there, within 2 weeks, they had me editing their show, and they were giving me my own podcast, and I was repurposing their content, and I was falling in love with it really, really quickly. And it really just sprung from there. And now I've had the opportunity to work on dozens of shows and focus now more on YouTube and Spotify and really look at what they're doing on their platforms. So yeah, I mean, the best way to find me is all my handles are the Jacob Gooden. You can find me on pretty much any social media. Twitter is obviously a big one for me, and YouTube. So yeah, follow me on there, and that's about it. I don't think I really need the 2 minutes unless there's anything else you want me to answer, Jesse.
I love it. All right. Well, let's change the clock here and put you up there. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself, Grayson? And also, by the way, I'm so grateful for Grayson. They were early sponsors of Whiskey Wednesday last year. So original, company to help make us possible. So thank you so much, Grayson. And thank you so much for being here. And I'm going to go ahead and just for that, you get 5 minutes, but I doubt you'll use it.
Oh, no way. I get 5. Oh my gosh. I was about to say I'm going to do a 1 minute spiel, but yeah, my name's Grayson Hogard. I am the founder, along with my wife, of Grove Cookie Company. We're a B2B gifting company that really kind of found our home here on LinkedIn. So you can find us on all of the B2B gifting platforms. That's Reach Desk, Sendoso, Postal, Alice, and Zest. Our real mission, besides just cookies, because, well, cookies are delicious, the real spirit behind them is the touch point, right? The touch point within prospecting, client gifting. I mean, you really think about all the ways that we interact with prospects and clients in general. There's never a wrong time to acknowledge them. And that's what we have really gravitated towards as a company, is that that focus on the relationship side of things. And cookies are just a fantastic vehicle for that. So we're Grove Cookie Company, and that's all I got for you.
I love it. B2B cookies. Can we do hashtag B2B cookies like in the comments, or like also everyone tag Grove Cookie Company, tag Grayson, and can you please spell your wife's name for us? Like, what's her name so that everybody
Her name is Marie Hogard. So
Marie Hogard.
Yeah.
Find her on LinkedIn.
So, yeah, go find her, go pester her. She always likes to go, I have like 50 connection requests. I don't know who these people are. And so I just filter through them and I go, yep.
I do the same thing.
It's the funniest thing.
And just for that reason, I think that everybody should go spam her and just like tag her right now in the comments. Go connect with her, because of course Grayson's going to let her know she needs to accept it. But yeah, Grove Cookie Company is awesome. I love you can't buy cookies like your cookies in the store. So they definitely are like special B2B cookies, because they're just delicious and they're like organic. But I could go on and on, but I will digress. Let's hop into our first topic, the sweet recipe of content repurposing for podcasts and video content. So Jacob, can you kick us off with this one?
Yeah, I was thinking about this today, and I was thinking about, I feel like everyone has heard the Gary Vee spiel of repurposing your content and making, taking a 2-hour podcast and chopping it into 500 pieces and sending it everywhere on the internet. But that's a lot of what I do, basically. And that's and experimenting with that for clients and figuring out where your content needs to go. So for this show, for instance, I work with Jessie to help repurpose this content into an audio podcast. And I know she has an editor who helps her make TikToks and vertical content for this show, but she has so many other things that she could do with it as well. It's all a time constraint though. But she could transcribe this show. She could turn it into a blog. She could turn it into an ebook. There's a ton of different options that she has when it comes to repurposing. And so there's really no excuse for it other than time. However, what I coach people to do right now is really hone in on where it is that you want to repurpose and where you think your audience exists, because it's really easy to fall into that grind of being like, yeah, I made 500 pieces of content and I scattered them everywhere, and I'm really burning out really quickly because I'm on Instagram and TikTok and Twitter and LinkedIn and YouTube and Rumble and Twitch and everywhere. It's really easy to fall into that trap, right? So yeah, honing in on where you want your content to live can help you significantly in figuring out, well, what is the actual repurposing that I should be doing for my content? So yeah.
Great response. Reduce, reuse, recycle. It's just like, there's so much you can do with it. I love it. It's been, so fun working with Jacob. I'm trying to remember, Jacob, did we meet through a cold LinkedIn DM? Did you cold LinkedIn DM me?
No, you cold LinkedIn DM'd me.
Oh, I did?
Ooh.
I forgot.
What's so funny is that the majority of the people that I've worked with, it's all been cold outreach. And I don't know why, but for the longest time on Instagram, of all places, I was the only person with podcast editor in my bio. So anytime anybody searched that, it came up. So I had
Yes.
hundreds of DMs from all these people saying,
Dang.
I need help with this. And I'm sitting there swamped. I'm going, okay. Struggling to get through every message, right? But then being able to hone in on the few people, right? Like yourself and like the good folks over at BDEX and stuff to really figure out, okay, what can we do to get your content out to more people, you know?
Yeah, no, I love it. And it's been awesome. So I'm fractional CMO at BDEX. They're a client of mine. And so Jacob has been able to help there. And that's where we originally met. And so you'll see, like, if you go visit the BDEX page, so what we're doing with video there. And this is what I do at Reviting is I don't help with like outbound video, but what I do is help with, bringing more inbound by helping your executives build their personal brand on LinkedIn. And we'll use video to help with that. And so, yeah, it's been really fun working with Jacob on that. And now he's, of course, like, intermingled with Whiskey Wednesday now too, which has just been really great.
Well, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think something too that in that vein of repurposing, one of the things is some of these platforms are starting to get to position themselves to automatically do repurposing for you. And Spotify and YouTube are really in this hot battle right now when it comes to that, because podcasting has grown significantly. And this is, for all intents and purposes, a podcast that we're on right now, right? And what's interesting is they're repurposing your audio and your video. So if you post a video on YouTube and you tag it as a podcast, it will automatically put it as audio on YouTube Music. Spotify now has launched their YouTube-esque platform with video content, but it seamlessly transitions between audio and video. And they're starting to attack the video component and be like, we're coming for you, YouTube. We're coming for a little bit of piece of that pie, right? And so they're starting to sign vloggers and other content creators to come make content on Spotify, which seems so strange, right? Because it's such an audio-only platform. But kind of giving you that tool to now repurpose a lot faster and a lot easier without having to hire a secondary editor or a third editor to help you with that process, right?
For sure. Yeah, no,
It's interesting.
Yeah. What's your take on that, Grayson? Have you guys done anything like this yet?
No.
Yeah.
Like if these clips are sent to me, I'll post them on my LinkedIn, but I don't do a lot of repurposing or posting a lot of like the same podcast, because we've been on a few podcasts now, and like I'll post them to like show that we were on a podcast, but I should do a better job because there's a lot of clips I have sending them out there, especially on LinkedIn. But I mean, LinkedIn and Instagram are our two channels right now. And well, like you guys mentioned, and it would be wise to start venturing off Twitter and some of the other ones.
Absolutely.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
No,
but
go
what's
ahead.
really interesting too is that podcasts tend to have a longer shelf life than a lot of other content out there. There's so many ebooks and other types of TikToks even, right, that they don't have longevity, but podcasts tend to have more of a longevity to them. And so even 6 months from now, something that you were guesting on can still be really relevant for your company, right? And
Oh yeah.
But you have a whole new audience 6 months from now, right? That
Yep.
your following has been growing. So being able to reshare that, even if it's just the original piece of content, it can bounce those numbers up significantly, and that's what I'm seeing with a lot of my clients too, is that we're 2 years out from some of these pieces of content and we're resharing it, but because of the fact that it has that longevity piece, we're now doing triple the numbers we were doing before, which is incredible.
That's really interesting because you're probably familiar with Alex Hormozy.
Mhm.
And Chris Walker's a bigger marketer who has a really good podcast, but they've started repurposing and like slicing and dicing old episodes with like newer information and kind of how they're, I don't know, kind of correlated now. But like you said, Alex has released probably like 10 recently that are just from like 2020 or 2021, just way before he was this big entrepreneur guru type. So
Absolutely. I mean, everybody loves an update video, right? Where you go, hey, this tool used to work in the past, but it's totally different now. So let's look at what it was, and now let's look at what it is today. And one of my former clients, Matt Wolf, he's one of the leading guys in AI tools, and he has one of the bigger AI channels. So yeah, look up Matt Wolf. He's super dope. If you're into AI, anything, he's the guy.
Yeah.
He's the guy to check out. But because AI is moving so quickly, his content doesn't have the longevity and the shelf life. However, he's able to take his old content, splice it like you were saying, put in his new piece where he says, oh, ChatGPT 4 now has this feature and that. And so we can look at, let me take the same prompt that I had before. Let's put it in here and let's see what spits out. It's totally different.
Yeah.
And it works way better. So it's really interesting to see how his content has shifted. Because when I worked with him in the past, he was very much like, we were doing a lot of marketing techniques and things like that. So it was like very, cookie cutter book stuff that it's the same through year after year after year, right? But now AI, it's like whole new level.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
True.
YouTube is the SEO strategy to me these days. Like what we're doing, Jacob, with YouTube short form and TikTok and, because now there's certain words that you search and our YouTube shorts will land because who else is doing YouTube shorts,
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Brandy, tell us about YouTube. What are you guys doing?
Well, I was going to say I want to share a little bit as well, just because we have our own YouTube channel for Headset Advisor, and we've had it for many years. But it's the same thing where they're taking the content and they're splicing it up, and we're reusing it on LinkedIn, we're reusing it on Facebook, Instagram. So we've been doing a lot of that, and we have a great video team that is just heading it up and just, like we keep talking about expanding our reach. And I think that's the biggest thing is for Headset Advisor, we're not only telling you about the headsets, but we're doing, mic tests and giving you guys reviews. And it's a great educational tool. People use it within our industry. Our manufacturers use it. If someone has a question, a lot of times we go look at this up on YouTube. It's a quick little tutorial. So it's just a great tool to use, not only for education, but like you said, splicing it up. And it has that longevity, as Jacob was saying, that you can use something from 5 years ago and then repurpose it, and it still has validity.
Totally. I love that. Well, Brandy, I'm so glad you're here. And I'm so, because, YouTube is really important. And if you guys aren't following Headset Advisor's YouTube channel, I was actually really blown away when I went to it. I shouldn't say actually, but it's amazing.
It is amazing. We do a lot there. Yeah. And
tell
David
us a little
is
bit
great.
about it. Tell us a little bit more, because there was one episode where you appeared, right? And it was kind of ridiculous.
Oh, there's numerous now, but yes, I have appeared, and sometimes you'll see me just in the background. Since I tend to be a little bit more vocal, there are times where they need a noise machine, so they like to say, roll in the noise machine, and here comes Brandy. So we have a lot of fun with it. I'm okay that they poke fun because I poke fun at them. And truthfully, I watched majority of our videos because I wanted to learn what we sell here. I came in accounting, and I come from a sales background, but I didn't know what we sold. So at nighttime, I would watch our videos, and it truly is how I got to know the three brothers that I work for. But I also got to know all the headsets and started learning that. So it actually helped me get into the sales position that I'm in now.
I love that. It's been so fun to watch your journey, Brandy. And hey, Jacob, real quick, can we go back to that question, Erica? Erica's helping in the background. Thank you. Erica Stover. Everyone tag Erica Stover. She's awesome. But any free low cost options for splicing videos? Currently using Animoto, but I feel a little limited. So take it away. It's Descript, right?
Yeah, I use primarily Descript, and I was going to bring this up because I realize I'm talking about making content, and I'm not a classically trained video editor. I look at something like Final Cut Pro, and I'm very lost. But Descript makes it super easy. It's a text to edit type thing. It almost looks like a Google Doc, and you can highlight things and X them out and take away things very easily. And they do have a free trial, and then it isn't that expensive. You pay mostly for the transcription hours for their tool, but absolutely incredible tool. And you can make any kind of content. You can make horizontal content, vertical content, square content, podcast, audio, anything you can imagine. They're working very hard to implement all the tools that you needed. One, easy to go. You need stock footage for something, it's right there. It's all included. And so I love Descript. Descript is my go-to for everything.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. I mean, I could talk about this all day, but we have to get into topic 2. The ingredients of success, from community building to direct marketing. So we're talking about content. Later, we're going to talk about LinkedIn. And all of this is really key with community. I know Brandy can really speak to that here in a moment. But Grayson, can you kick us off on this topic?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm no guru, but I happen to have cookies. But, LinkedIn, just from its design, just the way the platform works, where it just kind of organically reach, there's no like boost post to get more reach. The cookies themselves have really just kind of garnered their own community. I really didn't do anything. The cookies somehow magically bonded a lot of people together. And I don't know, this is really hard for me to talk about because I do not look at myself as some evangelist community guru, but
you are.
But I know. And I had a conversation with a woman named Leslie Greenwood, and
I love Leslie.
And she was explaining that to me. I'm like, I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm just being me. Like that's just I'm the cookie guy, but that's how
what you gotta do.
Yeah, I just like to give. I'm just a big proponent of give first. I really don't ask a lot from people, but people really seem to reciprocate like the value I'm bringing to them. It also helps we're on all the B2B gifting platforms, and the LinkedIn community in general, like engage. What does Riley Blaisdell always say? The party in the comments or whatever. The comments. Oh, no, that's the comment party.
Yeah, party in the comments.
Yeah, party in the comments. Yeah. So, I really just don't have any like helpful tips. I feel like I just, you got to be yourself, and I think just people in general really gravitate towards genuine authenticity. I really try my hardest to show that through my LinkedIn content, because I really don't do a lot of videos. I do more text. So, thanks, Craig. But I am underselling myself. I just don't know how to talk big game. I really don't. I mean,
it's okay.
I lay a lot of credit to the people. I mean, I really do. Yeah. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. So
I know really exactly what you mean.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen some crazy growth. Just on the back end analytics side of things, from our Grove Cookie Company page to like my follower count. I mean, it's just, so it's really cool.
Grayson, there's someone who's 3 months behind you out there who's like trying to build something else. Like, what would be your biggest suggestion to them?
Man, give first. If you have a product, you got to just hand it out.
Yeah.
I don't know. If you have a product, obviously you can't be handing out your $30,000 tool or whatever people sell these days. But I think allowing people to really test run your product, the product you're trying to, hopefully persuade them to purchase, giving them that test drive, cookies. It's just...
Thank you for letting me test drive the cookie.
Well, there you go. I mean, it just wins itself. So
I made a TikTok video, and it didn't do as well on TikTok, but it did pretty well on LinkedIn.
For the cookies, right?
Yeah, like when you sent me the cookies, I just made a post about it.
Yeah, like those are like those like genuine touches, right? Like I did not say, "Hey Jesse, can you please promote my product? I'll send you cookies."
Right.
It literally was not that. I was like, Jesse, I sponsored Whiskey Wednesday. I've followed you for quite some time now. I have a tool now where I don't have to ask you for your address. So here's a cookie link, and you accept it. And it's that easy, right? It's frictionless. And so, someone 3 months behind me or 6 months, whatever, give first.
Yeah. And then guess what? When I needed to give a gift to someone who lived in Portland, and I didn't have time to like order something, I called Grove Cookie Company and they have delivery service locally, and he like made it super easy because the prospect like gave me their address super late. It was like, I don't know, probably a few hours before your delivery person went out. So if I wouldn't have known you, it probably wouldn't have happened. But
Yeah,
no, I appreciated your support on that.
we made it work.
We made
That's
it
what we
work,
do. Yeah.
community. And
Yep.
I know, Brandy, you can talk all day about community, but can you tell us a little bit about the importance of community and how it's helped you?
I can
you have a
talk
sweet
all day
streak.
about community. Yeah. So I feel very blessed because I got, and I'm angelic again, but I got invited to Whiskey Wednesday, and I just kind of plugged in and I started winning things, and I started engaging, especially on LinkedIn. And I'm a very relational person, and that's one of the things that we talked about at Headset Advisor that makes me different from other people, is that I like to be relational, and it just kind of transformed also on LinkedIn. I mean, I've only been posting like regularly since January, but I've been on LinkedIn since about October this last year. And I've made friends here. I am in other groups that I'm able to like reach out. And I also just wanted to try something out. And I went to my boss and I'm like, how crazy is it that I send something out to some people on LinkedIn and get their 2 cents on what they think this tastes like? And he said, do it, just do it. Like, we won't know unless you do it. We'll figure the rest out later. And and so I just picked a few people, and then they chose to put it on LinkedIn. And it's just been one of those things that like Riley Blaisdell, he is like the cheerleader of all cheerleaders. And I just grown within Whiskey Wednesday that it's like grown outside of that. So it's just been a really fun ride here on LinkedIn, and I look forward to what's coming next.
Absolutely. And real quick, I know, Jacob, you're in the Reviting community. Are you in any other communities?
LinkedIn or just in general?
Just in so really, when I think community, I think of like a space of like-minded people in a place where they can freely flow, communicate, almost like a chat room, like a WhatsApp or a Slack or
Yeah, I do a lot of stuff in Discord.
Discord.
My main job is with a bunch of crypto bros and repurposing their content. And so I'm in their Discords a lot and communicating with those people and learning about new technologies and things like that. Slowly becoming a crypto bro myself. Lambo money, not anytime soon. But but yeah, community is super important, and yeah, it's finding those groups of people and finding like-minded creators like myself and editors too. Discord has been huge for that, and Slack is very similar, right? So it is really cool to connect in those spaces and see what people have to offer. And and like Grayson, like you were saying, I think giving as much as you can for free that's the key to a lot of things, right? And
yes, that leads me right in. I have to share. So I got a gift from November Moon, and I was born in November, and I love this gift. It was sent by Lydia Hutchison. If I'm saying it correctly, let me see. Hutchison. Yeah, there's no N. So thank you, Lydia, from the bottom of my heart. Her sister has this company, November Moon, and I'm so grateful because this is the kind of stuff that I love. It's inner peace, eucalyptus, peppermint, cedar, vanilla, room linen spray with moonstone. And I am so grateful, and everybody should go check out her sister on Instagram. Lydia, let us know where else we should be checking her out if she's watching. Hopefully Lydia's watching. The Secret Getaway, lime, coconut, vanilla. Ooh, car scent. I'm so excited about this one. Like, I love this kind of stuff, and I'm so excited. And then this is some rose, pear, agave, moonflower nectar, hand-poured soy wax candle. November Moon, and I am a November Moon Scorpio. I love this. So thank you so much to Lydia and her sister for sending me that gift. And now, because they sent me that gift, they just got basically a free advertisement that's like organic from someone who's going to use their product. And so, that's what it's all about. But does that really spark any other ideas for anyone before I go into intermission? Yeah, Brandy, take it away.
Yes, I have to say that linen spray, I was blessed with a gift as well on a really hard day for myself. And I am not kidding, that linen spray, I spray it on my pillow and I'm out like a light. And I don't sleep well. And it puts me to sleep and it smells divine. Oh, you're muted.
I was just spraying it. Did you see me?
Yes.
You said linen spray. Yep,
Yeah.
it's linen spray. So I need to put it on my pillow or like on my, I don't know, couch or something. Is that?
Anywhere. It's divine.
Oh, and it says shake too. Ooh, there's like some little things in there. This is so quality. I'm so excited. Yeah. And let's see, Jacob or Grayson, anything else on this topic before we move on?
Yeah. If you do kind of decide to try to give first, it doesn't, it's not like 5 gives and you get something out of it. Sometimes it lasts or it takes a lot more than that. So just from like our example, we've been sending samples out since we started. So that's 2021. We've sent out over 650 samples. So, I mean, it doesn't happen overnight. This is my point. So don't get your hopes up.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. That's a great point.
You can't just go in there thinking, oh, I'm going to give out 10 and I'll be set. It's like you just got to go with the flow. If you're going to commit to it. Don't expect anything. You just can't expect anything. The November, that shout out you just did, no one sent you that.
Yep.
In hope and prayer that that was it. It was sending it to you out of goodwill and you did your thing. So
exactly. And I'm super excited to use it. I just saw someone plugged in the comments, put it on your curtains. I'm like, okay, I love that.
Whoa.
Yeah. Jesse, your house is going to smell really good.
It really is. I'm excited about it. That just brings a little joy to my life. So thank you to her. And, I would say like, it's an inbound strategy, all of this. Wouldn't you say, Grayson, like doing all this? Because, well, like for anything I do for marketing services with Reviting, I have a 6-month commitment. Because if you're going to be realistic about marketing, you're going to give it time. And you can't just like do something overnight. If you're in the comments and this resonates with you, like say #marketing, because inbound matters and it really is worth it to build that brand. Wouldn't you say, Grayson?
Yeah. I mean, it takes time. Like you said, it's not an overnight thing. And that's something you have to be prepared for when you're hoping, when your goal is inbound. No one just turns on a switch and it works. I just think you just have to be prepared for the long game, but that's anything with business. Obviously there's some outliers where they're quick turnarounds and they're, driving the Lambos and the Lambo crypto bro.
Lambos.
Yeah. So
Karen calls out the Lambo drivers.
Yeah. It just takes time and you have to be prepared for that.
Yeah, you truly do.
Yeah.
But, I'm going to go into a quick little break. But before I do, make sure that you're tagging #data, #cold calling, tagging Proposify, or #Whiskey Wednesday to enter to win tonight's prizes. But we will be right back right after these messages.
Hey there! In this video, I'm going to show you how to build a WordPress website using the Divi theme. So years ago, when I first wanted to build a website, I was so lost when trying to figure out what I needed, which settings were important, and what tools to use. I really wanted someone to walk me through step by step and to show me which buttons to push. I was able to find someone to support me through that, and I wanted to extend that same level of support to you to help you get started on the right foot. So in this video, we're going to go over how to connect your domain and hosting, installing WordPress, installing a premium theme that I love called Divi, and important plugins that I install on every single website, and then what settings to use for those plugins as well as the theme. So if at any point you're thinking to yourself, it'd be so cool if someone would just do this for me, you can just pause the video at that point and scroll down so you see my guided DIY package. And I'm happy to set all this up, plus assist you as you build your website.
Hi, I'm Valerie Christine, and I'm so happy to be here on Whiskey Wednesday. I help women break free from stored trauma so they can be successful. If you've ever known how to do something, you had all the strategies, but you still weren't successful at it, it might be because of stored trauma. This can come up in the form of procrastination, self-doubt, people-pleasing, not having clear boundaries with yourself and with others. And often people look for the answer outside of themselves, but it's usually within. So if you're finding yourself struggling to succeed and you know what to do, you have a list of what to do, but you're just not able to get yourself to do it, reach out to me on Instagram at Heal with Valerie, and that's Heal with Valerie. I would love to talk with you and see in what ways we can support you to get to where you really want to be.
That's awesome. Everyone, please tag Brittany in the comments. If you're here, Brittany, shout out to you. Want to hear from you. She's helping people on WordPress, man. If you need help on WordPress, reach out to Brittany. She's awesome. And also Valerie, of course, like helping women heal from trauma. Like, I think I don't want to misquote the stat, but it's like 1 in 3 women have gone through some sort of trauma that we don't want to talk about, but like, you know, the women that you're working with in the workplace, they're maybe going through something, and a lot of the time they're not being heard. And if you're a woman in the comments, please use Whiskey Wednesday as your chance to share with us anything. I know you don't want to be vulnerable on LinkedIn, of course, but a lot of the time, you know, we feel like we're not heard. We feel like we're left out. And, you know, I'm here to tell you and acknowledge you and say that you're important, you matter, and you deserve to be there. And so reach out to Valerie if, you know, you ever have any questions or struggles with anything like imposter syndrome or procrastination, like she said. But without further ado, let's get into topic 3, mastering the art of platform-first content creation. Jacob, can you kick us off with this one?
Yeah, we kind of touched on it, but to go more into it is, focusing on what platforms that you want to be on, right? And for me and for a lot of my clients, YouTube, Spotify, those are the big ones. TikTok is an area that we're working on for a couple of clients as well, and trying to hone in on those areas. One of the problems that a lot of people run into is they decide I'm going to be everywhere, and then they burn themselves out in 2 weeks because it takes a lot of time to post on LinkedIn and Twitter and Instagram and, you know, every little place, right? And there's always new social medias popping up, and if you're not on that, then how are you going to build an audience and yada yada yada, right? But looking at what platforms you want to optimize is really key, and then feeding those platforms what it is that they want. Twitter, not too long ago, rolled out Twitter Spaces, which is live audio. Doing that, especially at the beginning, was like you could build a huge following, right? And it was essentially a Clubhouse ripoff, but you know, a lot of guys I work with have built significant followings just by using that one tool. Spotify, like I was saying earlier, is rolling out video. YouTube is rolling out an audio function. So looking at the things that are really hot on that platform and going, I need to focus in on that, right? And make content specifically for that can help you significantly. But only focus on 2 or 3 platforms at a time, and don't worry about being like, I got to be everywhere, because we all got other stuff in our life, right? We got to do other things. So that's my big key piece of advice there.
Yeah, that's great advice. Like, master one platform first. Like, multi-platform, we were talking about that earlier, is super important. But, you know, Grayson, what would you add on that?
Well, I mean, Jacob said it perfect. That was really how we stumbled on LinkedIn, is because we were first focused on Instagram. You know, we could have probably dove into TikTok or whatever, but you know, most cookie companies, when they start out, they don't go, yeah, we're going to go on LinkedIn. It's, you know, it's Instagram
right.
first, right? And you know, that just changed with our business model changing from B2C to B2B. It only made sense to be on LinkedIn. And to Jacob's point, is you hone in on what the audience wants. And our involvement in the SaaS community wasn't the first thing. It was actually in the financial services sector, a little bit different personality types on LinkedIn. But you know, you just evolve with the platform or with your audience. And we didn't stretch ourselves by going to TikTok or to Twitter, or, you know, trying to do, you know, multiple things. I think, you know, just he perfectly summarized what I have always thought about: trying to master one platform now you can start, maybe dipping your toes in another one. Like we do with Instagram, we just are always using it, but LinkedIn is our number one, Instagram's two. Maybe, as things grow, our bandwidth expands, now you can start talking about TikTok, but really creating that flywheel on LinkedIn is key for us. So
I love that. Well, I mean, yeah, it's too much to take on more than one at one time, in the beginning. I would totally agree with that.
Yeah. They're always changing algorithms or changing one thing or another, or one's, falling off and the other one's becoming more important. It's just, I think, again, perfectly summarized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear a lot of horror stories from people who are social media managers who go, I got hired to run social media and I thought that meant these 2 or 3 channels, right? And then within the span of a week of being there, they're going on managing 700 channels and I'm being stressed out all the time,
Yeah.
And it can be very overwhelming, right? It's like I have a dozen YouTube channels that I help manage. It's like my time is really focused on a lot of that, and now adding more and more TikTok channels to my page. It's like, I'm sitting over here going, okay, when is my own content going to come out? But it's important to focus in on those few channels. And so even with signing new clients, I'm asking them, well, where do you want to exist? Because if it's not an area that I kind of already play in, I'm like, I don't know that I really want to be doing these other social media platforms for you, because that's not where my expertise is lying right now. It's sitting in these other 3 over here. So if you want those, I'm good. I got you. But you want something else? Maybe not.
Yeah. Makes perfect sense.
Yeah, for sure. I would say and I don't know, Brandy, you'd probably maybe feel the same, but because I know you really focused on LinkedIn as well. But with B2B, your audience is on LinkedIn. Maybe not everybody is active on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is mostly made up of lurkers, which makes it easy to climb and grow.
True.
And so, but what's great about LinkedIn is you're able to search people by their job title and their company and target people based on B2B criteria. Whereas Facebook, but it is best for B2C. I would say Facebook. Yeah. YouTube's great now for SEO. So I think B2B is great for YouTube. Twitter used to be better. I would say it's kind of dropped off. If I say I had $1 million ad budget and I worked for a B2B company, I would put, probably 75% of it into LinkedIn and the rest into YouTube right now. Honestly, that'd be my beginning strategy. But
One thing that Twitter really has going for it right now is that because Elon has open sourced the algorithm, if you have someone on your team that can read that and go, okay, here's what you need to do, then you're set. But if you don't, then until Elon and the whole shakeup with what's going on over there really, it filters out, it varies all over the place day to day, right? We do a lot of I do a lot of shows on there that are Twitter Spaces and a lot of tweet threads and stuff like that for clients, and we can have one day where we're like, numbers are incredible, this is insane, we've cracked the code, and then the next day it's absolute garbage and we get 2 likes and a comment and we're like, what the heck happened, man? It doesn't make any sense. Where some of the other platforms have been a little bit more consistent in the last, how long has Elon owned it? 6 months or so. So looking at that right now is also really important, of where's the consistent algorithm that you're willing to play with.
Yeah, that's there was Craig and then Allison kind of chimed in there in the comments, but one of the awesome parts about LinkedIn is for the most part, you have some credibility baked into the platform. Most people have an occupation or they're looking for a job. There's also that the comment section, right? People are engaging with one another. And one great way to build your community that I didn't touch on is that engagement. A lot of people that are watching this show right now posting comments do a fantastic job of engaging not only on my content, but I just see it all the time because that's the beauty of LinkedIn. I see what other people are liking and commenting on. I go in there in the comment section, and it's funny, and people are making jokes or interacting with one another. And you can interject yourself in those conversations and kind of really you're just fostering more relationships, right? Like, oh, that was a really funny conversation we had the other night. And I thought that's just so unique. I don't know, Jacob, if you're seeing that like on Twitter, like, I don't know if the people you're working with are in the comment section or engaging with fans or.
It's interesting because Twitter's hard. Twitter is, I mean, it's a lot of, and like I said, I work with a lot of crypto bros. Crypto's not really happy right now, so it is a lot of what we call FUD, which is just a lot of name calling, and a lot of why am I not a millionaire yet? And so it can be really negative, and it's very hard. But what we found with our YouTube community for that particular industry is we can take those comments off of them and we can lead them into our Discord group and our community there, and be able to segment them out into the different arenas of gaming and news and everything, and have those Discords that you're talking about, right? That dialogue between people that is really much more friendly. It's engaging, it's creative and constructive. And so if you can find your community, that's great. And you guys are making me jealous. I'm thinking I need to be on LinkedIn a little bit more because I'm hearing things and I'm like, oh, man, I need to sit down and spend a couple hours a week on LinkedIn and really start to foster some relationships there. It's
pretty incredible. I know Jesse has been at it for probably a lot longer than myself. There goes my computer. But it's a wonderful place. I mean, very seldom do I ever see like a negativity on it. But I think there's just, you don't have the trolls.
I'm really curious to hear, what Miss Jailbait over there thinks about, this topic of matching art and platform for content creation. Take it away, Brandy.
Well, I will say, this is what I will say as I'm in jail, is so as far as like headset advisor content, we have doubled down on our YouTube, and then we are like spitting it out to a couple other ones. But the nice thing is I was kind of against social media coming in. I didn't know the language, and they kept kind of like, hey, well, just get on LinkedIn. And so I kind of was the lurker. I had no picture. I got made fun of because I would comment only on Drew's things because he was my only friend. And then I was kind of friends with David, but he doesn't post very much. So because I didn't have a picture, they made me get a picture if I was going to comment. And I think it's been beneficial for us in the fact that I learned the language. I won some ways to kind of find my voice. And so I'm able to take what we're doing on YouTube, and when we post it on LinkedIn, I'm able to repost it and kind of just help our brands do what we want them to do. We want to get them out there. We want to talk about headset. I talk about, I like to talk about food. They're fine with me talking about the things that I love to talk about. So I have doubled down on LinkedIn. So being in jail is not ideal for me, but I still love the platform, and I'm just looking forward to, just growing on this platform. That being said, I do also put some stuff out on Instagram for my own self, for the Bomb 916. And so that's kind of my own brand that I talk about coffee. I talk about restaurants. I pub up other people that I work with or other brands that I like. And then I also show my food on Instagram. So I do have a little bit of that, but I have noticed I haven't been posting as much because I'm usually posting on LinkedIn. It takes a little bit more time. So,
well, Brandy, since you're our special guest co-host tonight, and I need to step away for a moment, can you first of all, tell everyone how they can find you on Instagram, since like they can't find you on LinkedIn right now. And then second of all, can you transition us into our fourth topic, which is sweet connections, learning, growing, and thriving with LinkedIn. And this is Grayson's topic to kick us off on.
Perfect. Well, if you are on Instagram, you can find me either at Brandy Baum, BrandyMbaum. That's more my personal, but you also can find me at the bomb 916, or if you just put in the bomb BAUM, you'll see my crazy little face on the end of a train, just happy go lucky. That being said, let's kick it off with Grayson with this next topic. Sweet connections, learning, growing, and thriving with LinkedIn, as you are thriving very well with growth of the company.
Well, gosh, the way this is written is kind of like our LinkedIn experience just from hopping on here. So we started utilizing LinkedIn in 2021, July timeframe, when we kind of like narrowed down our niche, kind of the B2B client gifting experience. And what I quickly realized utilizing LinkedIn was just the amount of information people put out there from like a sales and marketing standpoint, because I was doing a lot of cold calling and our own marketing, and I do not come from that background. And so I started, just slowly following new people, sending out connection requests, just introducing myself, like, never the no comment DM requests. It was always, the connection requests, like, hey, I found your comment really interesting. I'd love to connect with you so I could see more of it. Right. So that really fostered itself all the way to 2022. Quickly, just kind of jiving with like the SaaS community, and really just started kind of growing that following. And what was really interesting was as 2023 rolled around, we got a tool that allowed us to send gifts without asking for people's addresses. So basically I send a magic link with cookies. It has a message in it, a little unwrapping experience, and people get cookies. That really just catapulted the whole entire Grove Cookie Company saga really there for 2023. But that was my way of showing a lot of the influencers, if you will, here on LinkedIn, just my appreciation for all the things that they shared. And I'm not kidding you, that was my whole entire thing was, I'm just going to send you cookies because, well, you've shared a lot of knowledge. And I really don't have anything else to give you. I can't give you a coaching call or sign you up to my coaching lessons, but I can tell you thank you and send you a box of cookies, and you can either accept it or not. And that's it. And I mean, from there, that's just kind of how we've been growing. So that's my 3-step process for that sort of thing, for sure.
What I really love about your story,
say no
Grayson,
to cookies, right?
Yeah, right. What were you gonna say, Jacob?
Oh, I was just gonna say what I really love about your story is you keep saying it was like a happy accident. It just kind of happened, and that you mentioned earlier, like authenticity, right? And in your posting, and that always works for anybody that I've worked for. Anytime you take away the authenticity piece, the content bombs, right? So to hear that from you is like great, right? And then a lot of people, if you set out with the goal of, I'm going to have 10,000 followers, I'm going to get X amount of views, I'm going to do whatever, you will never reach that goal. Let me just tell you right now, you are never going to reach that goal. But if you set out to do something and to make content that is engaging, and you don't care if 5 people watch it or 50 people watch it or 5,000 people watch it, that is where the sweet spot lies, because it comes from a place of authenticity. And so yeah, it's the happy little accidents that take off.
One of our internal KPIs is how many samples can I send out?
Nice.
Literally, that's just an internal KPI my wife and I have. She doesn't really appreciate it, but that's what I like to do. And that goes right in with what you're saying, is like, I don't have, this needs to bring back, X number of dollars, or I need to grow this in order to justify it. It's like, no, I actually really enjoy it. And it's fun, right? Like that's just the fun part of the way we've been able to kind of grow through LinkedIn. And I really suggest you get on LinkedIn. So, I
exist on there, but I just haven't honed in on it yet.
There's so many people.
Yeah. I mean, everybody that I've worked with, the number of free edits that I've done, the number of free coaching sessions that I've done, the number of whatever, it always comes back some way down the line. It can be 5 years from now. it always comes back, but it stems from that place of I'm gonna give and I'm gonna be authentic and I want to just like help you and first and foremost. And the money thing that comes later, right?
Yeah,
we'll worry about that at a different time.
Yeah,
and having a generous heart, just it's back, like doing good and wanting to, just give of yourself. It gives a little piece of yourself to them, right? And I don't know about you, but that's how I show love, is by like serving someone else or giving something else or knowing that this will spark joy for someone. I will do that all day long than taking dollars, because it always comes back. It always does. And I think that a lot of times people that are generous with their time, their money, their resources, their knowledge, they end up being blessed by those things because there's no expectation, right? You're giving it because you want to give.
Yeah.
And I think like the best / like least lucrative thing that comes out of that whole entire connection is the connection with another human being, who then potentially could lead you to one of their connections, even if they don't have anything monetary to give to you. All it takes is one person to tell one other person, or say, hey, I have someone that can help you out with marketing or video editing, or I mean, the list goes on of just different things that just giving first opens the door to. For sure, Brandy.
And sparking joy. I love that. And speaking of sparking joy, can we more joy? Cindy Cohn just popped up. I was going to just give her a shout out. Cindy Cohn, everybody, please spam Cindy Cohn. Cindy, her and I keep meaning to meet. She sends me
we love joyful
Cindy text messages, and I really appreciate her. She always knows the right time to message me. So please, everyone, if you're not following Cindy Cohn, Cindy, make yourself visible. I know you know how to do that. Like, make sure that you're commenting. Everybody should go follow her. She's just like, that's what she does, is she helps people spark joy. Are you guys following Cindy? You guys know her?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So
she is sunshine, little person.
Exactly. But yeah, no, we love Cindy Cohn, and at least I do. And I know Brandy just mentioned she did. But anything else on this topic of like sweet connections, learning, growing, and thriving with LinkedIn? LinkedIn is where obviously I've sort of put all of my efforts. It's where I really got started. Not this past fall, but the fall before. So also 2021. And I have been on a steady increase the entire time. I do try to keep my connection list like clean. And I've noticed, especially lately, that like there are more and more bots. So I try as much as possible to like just make sure I'm following legit people. So I don't try to like inflate my connections. My earring just fell out. But I do really see advantages from a marketing perspective of using LinkedIn for inbound. I don't do the DMs. The only way I do the DMs is if you're messaging me. And, so for me, it's like from a marketing perspective for B2B, if you're out there being a real human authentically, using video and, sharing your knowledge freely with people with like real actionable steps, but also like doing it consistently, right? Like the Justin Welch sort of suggestion of like, have your topics that you talk about that you want to be known for and be able to say the same thing like 1,000 times, right? It's 1,000 different ways, and do it consistently. Whiskey Wednesday has been extremely consistent. And, since 2023, I've been live every Wednesday, and it's a joy for me. I really do like it. It's my chance to give. And I love being able to give away SaaS prizes to, people, and cookie prizes and all that stuff. And just like, it's so fun to give back. And I know that like, just that's the way the energy flows, right? Is like you give to receive. And that's how I see it. And that's how I feel about LinkedIn too. Same with content, is like, if you're not following, I think her name is Amelia Bordell. She also does personal branding. She's out of the UK. She had a post about, like, if you feel nervous to post it about like you're giving away too many secrets, then that's exactly what you should be posting. You should be like ungating your best knowledge and sharing it on LinkedIn with your audience. You know, give away your best content.
Because maybe some people might try to utilize that, you know, like on their own, but a lot of people will be motivated to potentially pay for your services to implement it.
Exactly. But anyway, I know we need to get into prizes and Guru of the Week. Ooh. Brandy, what were you was in like last comments from everybody on this topic? LinkedIn's a big one. Brandy, should we bring up the jail cell again? Tell us, what do you think about LinkedIn?
I love LinkedIn, even though I'm in jail. And I have learned so many things on LinkedIn, winning things on Whiskey Wednesday, and then just being in community with people, asking questions. If I ever have a question, someone will point me in the right direction of, you need to connect with this person. This person's really into this. And, oh, you like to do this. You guys would work really well together. And I have learned, I am growing immensely, not only within Headset Advisor, but on LinkedIn. And I don't see it stopping anytime soon. So the last thing I'll end with, I continue to hope that I will thrive on LinkedIn as soon as I'm out of jail. But I have nothing but great things to say about being on here and the people that I've met and the people that I'm going to meet.
Oh, I love that. And I'm glad that you still have an open heart about it. Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay, good. So yeah, can you just, before I take you out of the jail cell, let everybody remind them one more time how they can find you on all your channels, Facebook, Instagram, email.
Yeah, Facebook, I don't really go there that much. Instagram, it's the bomb, the bomb 916 or Brandy Bomb. Send me an email. I love to get emails, brandy@headsetadvisor.com. If you guys are asking about, you know, the Mala bars and when all that's going to happen, we'll just wait until LinkedIn gets me out of jail and we'll continue that conversation then. But I am missing you all. That's what I will end on.
Yeah, I'm missing you too, Brandy. I keep forgetting you don't have it. And like, I'm sending you links and stuff. And
and it keeps telling me, verify. She can't do anything.
I was like trying to send her the event, like, thanks for, oh yeah. Okay. But yeah, no, I am grateful for LinkedIn and technology. You know, there's always limitations, but we have a few more topics to get into. We got the Guru of the Week, and we didn't have a time to really discuss it. But Grayson, what we did discuss is that you get to pick the Guru of the Week. So tell us, who should everybody go and follow on LinkedIn?
Well, I have 4 people. So Katie Penner.
Yeah.
Lauren
Tag her, everyone. Who was that? The second one?
Lauren Sherman. Is that how you say her last name? Sherman. Lauren. Live with Lauren. Gosh
Live
dang
with
it.
Lauren. Yes.
Yes. There you go. Riley Blaisdell, and then Danny Lou. Danny Lou's a good one.
Okay, so it's Lauren Sermon, and I'm going to tag her in the comments. And if everybody else could, you all know these people, and then just say one more time the last 2, because we've never had 4, so you do need to
Riley Blaisdell.
Love everyone.
Yeah, Riley Blaisdell's a good one.
I love Riley. Riley once,
yeah,
he sent me chocolate covered roses, and at the time I didn't share the card, but it was literally, I need to show myself since I'm talking. It was literally the sweetest card ever because it said something about, you know, Cher taking over after, you know, Sunny left, and it just like was really meaningful. And it's like, Riley's the best. He tags people like nobody can tag people like Riley.
I don't know how he does it.
Can we, everybody, please, if Riley, especially if Riley's tagged you, like tag Riley right now and give him some love. And also Lauren, like it has been so great getting to know Lauren, helping her get started on StreamYard and seeing her grow. She is awesome. So like everybody give Lauren a shout out. And then, okay, remind me one more time, who else are we blowing up?
Oh, Danny Lou.
Danny Lou and Katie Penner. Katie Penner, I love Katie Penner.
Yeah.
Sendoso, hello. Okay.
those are just good people to follow, not only because they post good content, but they follow interesting people and they're engaging with them. And so you get kind of the echo cool effect of that. So it's
Yeah.
cool.
You know, I will say Sendoso's always been kind of one of my dream sponsors. I need to just like personally reach out. But you know, like we give away gifts here on Whiskey Wednesday, so I feel like it would just make sense.
It would.
Yeah, so I guess Katie Pinner, I need to reach out to you. But so anything else? Danny Lou. So tell us a little bit about Danny.
Well, Danny's an interesting cat because he was actually the one that got us on Sendoso.
Okay. Danny.
Back in July. Back in July, we were just kind of getting started in the SaaS community, and people were posting about the cookies, and Danny saw it and saw we were on Postal. He's like, you need to come on Sendoso. And I told him I had already applied, and they said they weren't taking on anyone else. And then 2 weeks later, we were on Sendoso. So, I mean, you know, little engine that we were at that time. So we're small, still out of our house. So, yeah. So Danny Lou's a good dude.
That's where Brandy is right now with bomb treats.
Yeah.
Tell out of the house.
Baby. Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome. The Malo bars are so good. All right, so that's awesome. Thank you so much for all those shout outs and the guru of the week. Okay, so now we get to give away prizes. So if you haven't already entered to win, you have a few more seconds. Hashtag data, hashtag cold calling, tag Proposify, hashtag Whiskey Wednesday. And since we have a quick second, let's just go ahead and get through what these prizes are one more time, but I'm going to put myself full screen just so I don't have to cover up anyone's face. So we've got prize one. So hashtag data gets you 1,000 B2B data credits from Dataghost. Please tag Dataghost, give them some love. Lavender, give them some love. Oh my gosh, they're doing like, I'm so like FOMO over all the stuff they're doing. But yeah, Lavender, please give them some love. Grateful for them, grateful to be able to give away their tool. If you send emails, you want this tool. So tag Lavender, you get 1 year free if you enter to win, and you are the winner tonight. And then also TaskMinions, who is they're a partner of Whiskey Wednesday, and I'm glad to be working with them right now. So yeah, you get a prize with them that's 500 human validated contacts or 10 hours virtual assistant. I'm going to pull up Brandy to talk about prize. Can you hear me, Brandy?
I can now. Yes.
Can you talk to us about prize two?
Oh, sure. Well, you get a headset. It's a D722U that we're going to be giving away. And it looks like you get the SD Lab, because who doesn't love a little time with Tom Slocum, 30-minute cold calling coaching. And let me tell you, great advice. He's a great, just a good listener. And he will definitely help you up your game. Hashtag cold calling.
Love that. Okay, let me pull this up. And then we've got prize three, Proposify. I'll bring you back in here in a second, Brandy. But enter to win this swag pack, wearing the sweatshirt. So tag Proposify to enter to win their swag pack. And then Grove Cookie Company, I'm going to pull you up, Grayson. Can you tell us about this prize?
You get 6 cookies. I mean, there's soft and delicious cookies. That's it. I mean, shipped right to your door. It's that easy.
You get half a dozen cookies. That is like the coolest thing. Like, tell us about the ingredients. Like, I want to like think about cookies right now.
Well, there's flour, butter, brown sugar,
Ooh.
baking soda,
Yum.
salt, and you got your add-in ingredients. You want chocolate chips? You want sprinkles? It's,
And tell us about that whiskey cookie pairing.
Oh, so tomorrow oatmeal chip releases. So we used to have oatmeal raisin, but that got voted off by the LinkedIn community. So we got oatmeal chip coming in, and that's good. It's delicious. So I love it. And it pairs well with whiskey. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
I love it.
Love it.
So cool. So yeah, definitely enter to win those prizes, because I'm going to pull up my screen now and share them. But yeah, I love that. And here we go. I'm going to pull up the screen and share. We're going to do hashtag data first. So here we go. There's 13 entries. Who's going to be the winner? Is it Lauren, Topher, Jerry, Melissa? I am not sure. Lydia, Jessiela, Lauren, Jesse, David, Brittany. Lydia, you are the winner, Lydia. Congratulations. Oh, I love Lydia. And she sent me that gift. See, you give and then you get something in return. So she is the winner tonight. So thanks for sharing with me. Now I get to share with you, Lydia. I'm so excited. And so now we get to give away prize 2, which is cold calling. Here we go. 10 entries. Who's going to win? Who's going to win? Is it Lauren, Jerry, David, Allison, Lauren, Dean, Katie, Allison, Jerry? A new winner. Yay. I will send you a form, Jerry. If you could please fill out the form so we can collect your email and connect you with the brand to get you the prize. Congratulations to you, my friend, my new friend. Please connect with me if we're not already connected, Jerry. Love that. So excited. And then we've got prize 3, which is Proposify. Let's go. We've got 8 entries for the swag pack. Is it David, Jerry, Tom, Topher, Tom, Lauren, Allison, Jerry, David, Dean, Katie, David? Congratulations, David. I'm so excited to be able to share a Proposify swag pack. And I don't believe I have your email either. We'll search our records, but if we don't, we're going to send you a form so that you can please send it to us so we can connect you with Nadia at Proposify. So thank you so much. And let's give away prize 4 of these cookies. Who do you think is going to win these? Let's see. Maybe
Gosh.
All right. Like hashtag Whiskey Wednesday. You got about 2 more seconds. Let me pull this up here. Where did you go? There it is. And we've got 14 entries. Here we go. Who's going to get it? Jerry, Dean, Allison, Cindy, Jerry, Lauren, Katie, Lydia, Dean, Melissa, Cindy, Erica. I'm so excited. You win the cookie. She deserves to see it. She's giving because we're going a little extra late. And so she's getting some cookies in return. I'm so excited, Erica, that you're winning these cookies. And Erica, nod if I can bring you on screen. Yes or no? No, she says. So she doesn't want to come on screen, but she is in the background helping us. And I'm very grateful for her. She is more active on Facebook if you ever want to, connect more with Erica, but she's on LinkedIn too. You probably all see her in the comments from time to time, but congratulations, Erica. And that's great music to transition us into our after party. But before we do so, let me just make sure that I drop this form link for any winners and also the prize link. I'm sorry, the party link. After party. I'm going to put it in the private chat here for our guests. I'm going to go into our LinkedIn event and share it there. And this is a hate-free zone, y'all, at the after party. There is no direct selling allowed. We are engaging and learning from one another. And it's only an hour long. So please come, introduce yourself. You have the opportunity to network. I just posted that in LinkedIn. If anyone has any questions, feel free to DM me on LinkedIn. I just posted on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. So wherever you are, I hope you'll come to the Google Hangout. What do you all think? You think you're going to be able to, join us on the after party?
Yeah, I'll be there for a few minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to come hang out.
So if you have any questions for our guests, come out and talk to them. We'd love to have you. And so I've shared the Hangout, and just real quick, I'm going to put the form in there. But I guess, Brandy, while I do, anything else you want to add?
No, I'm just looking forward to the after party.
All right. Anybody else? Jacob, what can you tell us about what you have going on? I'm going to get the prize form here.
Not much, just podcast editing. If you guys want to connect with me, The Jacob Gooden, you can email me at thejacobgooden at Gmail. Connect with me on LinkedIn. Convince me why I should be more on there. yeah, get to know me. Let's hang out. Let's talk podcasting.
And one last time from you too, Grayson.
Yeah. Grayson on LinkedIn, Grayson Hogard on LinkedIn, Grove Cookie Company on LinkedIn. You can find us on Instagram. Yeah, we're there.
All right, so I've posted all of the links. So if you want a prize tonight, the link is in the comments on all of the platforms. And I am hopping into the after party, and I'm going to close this out with a video. But thank you all so much for joining, and I appreciate you staying with us tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having us.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you so much. It was a lot of
Awesome.
fun.
We'll see you at the after party. It was great, Jess.
Thanks, Brandy. We'll see you there.
Thanks.
Bye, everyone.
Peace.